as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got in as he threw it.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now Bridgewater. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they are silly, and it leads to a play action set. He's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
At their own 49-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And they'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Milan. And they'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Douglas picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over first.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. It's Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long.
Throwing is Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead.
Chargers, nothing.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. They got his man complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Panthers 3, Chargers nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Yards to go.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the great return is he's close to the 40-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie
How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now. Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. The 20, 10, and they are going to score on a fumble return. Touchdown, and give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down, Carolina.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Lines up and lets it go for six. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Herbert. And it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
3rd down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Bridgewater to throw it this time. Open man is Samuel, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
15.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing, Bridgewater. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
The ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings
on second and a couple. Bridgewater. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Open man is Anderson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 14. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First down, Carolina.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. Now he's hit. Bridgewater loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And now look at him go. The 30, 10, and he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
Just had to hold on to the ball.
Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
He'll hand off here to Eckler.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He got position on him, and he pulls it in. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They've done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Bridgewater. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by the rookie linebacker, Kenneth Murray. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Good. Makes the score Chargers 28, Panthers 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Play fake. Bridgewater rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Bridgewater now. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big third down play there for the Panthers. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Bridgewater able to get this complete to Anderson. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. He's got a 1st down 4 past the 30. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. Not good for 22 and a 1st down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year. Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He's in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd down, Eckler. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Balaj. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Taken down at the 7.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
A quick throw there out to Williams. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 1st touchdown of the new season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.